Hello guys, welcome back to Potence War, and you probably remember my last video about YouTube deleting without any reason my World War II Russian howitzer for ball action. Basically for really no actual reason, but YouTube reason was, supremacist hate speech, which is, sort of nuts because it was just a scale model of howitzer, which is, well, long story short is this. If you want, full story, I will put, link in the description. You can watch the previous video and, well, return here. But to continue, it has sort of another story because I try to, contact YouTube customer support because I am in the partner program. And if you are in partner program, just only if you are in partner program, you have, one of the benefits that you can talk to the actual, guys from Google and they will, take support to you. So I, try it, and I waste basically 2 hours for nothing. Because I get to the customer support section, partner, creator customer support question, because it's the, customer support is just for, partners, it's not for regular people. Just sort of, not really cool from YouTube, but whatever. I get there. I must say, it was a real, real support with real human. It wasn't just an AI bot, which I was, to be honest, I was really afraid that I would be talking just, to some random chatbot. But no, it was real person. I think I'm 100% sure it was a real person by the, how it typed the things. Sometimes there was even typo stuff like that. I think it's really actual human being and not just an AI bot. I got, guy, it was called Robert, and I talked with him about the problem that YouTube delete my video for hate speech, and it was just, video of scale model howitzer, so there was nothing really hate speech about it. I even find out that I have backup of the video uploaded on my Facebook, so I will put it here so you can, watch the, hate speech video. I hope this video will, well, not be taken down for it, but who cares? Who cares, to be honest? So here's the video. And I talked to Robert that I think it's, it's not hate speech content, and if somebody, like actual human, could, take a look at it, and if really human will watch it, he will find out it's not promoting any racial supremacy, which was one of the reasons, but it's deleted, and, well, they could reinstate it. I, you know, repeated Robert the fact that say in the previous video, and that I don't really care about the deleted short. But for me, the real problem is the strike, because if you accumulate three of them, your channel is deleted, and, well, that's kind of sucks. Because, I have 2,000 subscribers. I built this channel for now something like a year and a half, and I don't want to lose it just for, for the lulz, because there is no actual reason why the video was deleted. So I explained this to Robert, and he basically just keep repeating, stuff. You see, he's just, copying it from some sort of Google Sheet, yes, and it was basically, oh, but, when copy some excerpt from, the Google community guidelines and help desk and stuff like that, because, it was directly copied, sometimes even different fonts, and the rest of the text was sort of interesting to watch. But, you know that it was Robert was real person. It wasn't a chatbot. But to be honest, I chatted with Robert for 1 hour, one actual 1 hour, because, you text him something, after 5 minutes he will text you back. You text him something, he, talks with you, then he said, I need more time, to check stuff, and I will get returned to you. So I lost one hour of my time with chatting with Robert for basically nothing. Only thing that Robert said me is, well, YouTube doesn't make mistakes, so if the video was deleted, it was deleted because it's breaching the policies, so kindly fuck off, man. But I, well, keep grinding, and try to, get some answers from Robert for if he can tell me why it was deleted, what was exactly the problem, or where in the video was the supremacist content. And he just, keep repeating that this is for, the Department of Reviews, and he's just support, and he doesn't have, authority to tell me anything because these just guys from the, review section could tell. So I was, asking if he can, get me some guys from the review section which I could talk to, and of course he couldn't because the review section just do reviews and don't talk to the creators, so they can talk to me and say me what's wrong. But because I was relentless, he after hour he told me that he has nothing more to say to me, but if I want, he can, connect me to his supervisor. So I get a senior, I get Josh, which was, I have it somewhere. He was senior at YouTube support experience team. So he, connect me to Josh. I again need to tell him everything from the beginning. And he said, yeah, it's bummer. Again, I can't really help you, blah, blah, blah. But Josh told me that he could take the thing I wrote to Google and he could, forward it to the review team, which will, evaluate it, and they will get back to me afterwards. So I was, for very moment, I had a glimpse of hope that some actual human will, watch the short and see that there is no really supremacist content. But YouTube have in its policies that for every request you make for them, they have 72 hours, or basically 3 days, to get back to you and respond. So I waited 3 days before YouTube get me email back, which was basically saying that blah blah blah, thanks for waiting. Our team has already completed the review. After reviewing your video, we found that it's a violation of our hate speech policy because it promotes hateful supremacist content. The video has been removed. YouTube is place for free expression of all sorts, and we take a great care for to enforce our policies. We will try blah 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 blah. We remove the content that promotes violence or hatred against individuals or group based on any of the following attributes. And there is list like age, caste, disability, ethnicity, gender identity or expression, nationality, race, immigration status, religion, sex or gender, sexual orientation, victims of major violent event and their kin, and veteran status. We hope you understand that our intent is to keep communities safe. So basically, they told me, fuck off again. But I was still relentless, and I asked again if some real human can really watch the video because there is nothing, hateful and supremacist against what was the stuff. People with different race, gender identity, or immigration status, religion, stuff like that, because after all, it was still fucking scale model of World War II Russian howitzer. And I get another email that they understand my frustration, but if Google decide to delete the video, it's because the video was, well, breaching the policies because Google doesn't make any mistakes. They pushed me this, huge Sermaleon level email, again with different fonts and stuff like that because it's clearly just Ctrl C and Ctrl V from some sort of document. When they're basically were saying that, I will quote it, they have automatic systems and then human reviews, blah blah blah. And if the video was deleted, quote, it means a trained human evaluates the content and makes the decision based on recent policy of law, blah blah. Being said, this means that your video, in bold, it's in fucking bold, has been reviewed by human experts multiple times, and determined that it violates our hate speech policy. Again, bold, decision is final and cannot be overturned. So YouTube doesn't just, saying it wasn't just an AI bot, it was actual human being. Now, if you bugger them for quite time like me, they even lie to your face with saying that it was it has been reviewed by human experts multiple times. I want to say multiple times, and there is plural on a human expert. So YouTube is, trying to say to me that my whole is short was reviewed by at least two experts, at least two times each, and they deem that it's against their hate speech policy. I'm sort of speechless. It's really bugging me off, to be honest. It's because it's sort of frustrating because you know that you did nothing wrong. I'm sure I did nothing wrong. There was nothing wrong with this video. Again, it was fucking howitzer, but it's deleted, and YouTube just told me fuck off if we do some decisions. It was done by multiple reviews by multiple experts, so there is no way there was a mistake from our side. So just fuck off. And it's kind of sucks because if they deleted my, Charles Howitzer video, they could delete to basically anything which is World War II related because for whatever reason, it's hate speech probably. I don't really know. I asked them, or more like on this, large email, there was an ending paragraph was something like blah blah blah. Beyond this, I no longer have any information to share, but feel free to go through the resources I've shared. Thank you for your cooperation and understanding, George. Thanks, George, for nothing, but thank you. Again, I write back email to George, basically asking if he could point out because he told me that he connected with the review team and asked the review team who reviewed the video what's wrong, if they can, pinpoint me which part of the video was, promoting the hate speech and why. And I also asked him that on my channel I have a couple of shorts from World War II museums and World War II reenactments. And if this howitzer could be flagged as a hate speech, if should I worry that my other World War II related content, not just wargaming, but as again museum pieces or reenactment could be flagged because if they flag you, howitzer, scale model howitzer, they could actually, flag you the actual 121 German tank or my which is sort of funny. My most popular short on my YouTube channel is actually clip from this this summer reenactment where are German troops marching. And if YouTube, sort of strike this video as, promoting supremacist hate speech, I would be sort of but I would understand, okay, there is very much troops marching. Okay, it's from historical reenactment. There is nothing, glorifying them or stuff like that. Just guys in uniform marching. But if YouTube algorithm for whatever reason said we were deleting it as supremacist content, I would be sort of okay with that. I wouldn't think it's fair, but I would at least understand it. Not like with the howitzer video. So I asked him if the issue with that, but as I said earlier, YouTube has 72 hours to respond to you. And after 3 days of no response, they just post me email that my support ticket was closed as resolved and to rate my experience. So they are not really going to answer me about this question if what's wrong with the video and what's if any World War II related content could be deleted. They were just basically just click it at resolve and post me feedback from which I sort of go through and rate my experience with helping me as negative. And after that, YouTube just all knowing Big Brother just told me that I rated negative, but they think that it wasn't just my junior response to be a, negative experience with support, but I'm just salty that they probably didn't, resolve the issue in my favor. So they don't really take any, I'm not sure how to say it. They don't put any weight about my feedback because they think it's not genuine, but I'm just salty. So they basically told me fuck off even in their, customer support evaluation, which is sort of nuts. I don't really know what more to say about. I lost 2 hours of my life trying to get to contact the support. I contacted, but it was basically worthless. They to wrap it up. They basically say to me that if YouTube decide to delete your video and you appeal and they refuse to appeal, you screwed because as they told me, two different guys from support, if they make a decision, it cannot be undone because if they do, they would, some sort of admit that they made mistakes and they don't make mistakes. They, they can't, redone it. Of course, unless you have, I don't know, a million subscribers, then of course that shouldn't be really a problem. That I don't have a million subscribers. If I do, I will not be making this video, but I don't know. If in my private island, don't really know. But so if this happened to you, or if it happened again to me, probably the best thing is when they flags your content from World War II as supremacist, hate speech, bullshit, whatever, is not to, put appeal, but probably go and directly contact the customer support. You basically make, fuss, you cost them human resources. It's really more inconvenient than just clicking the button to appeal. It's not hate speech content, please review it, because I'm 100% sure the appeal is not human reviewed, is by some sort of automated system, because can you sub the video, tell me what's hate speech about it. Some guys also on the Facebook and also on Reddit have points that if the issue isn't that the howitzer was named Erica, because for whatever reason they think that Erica is sort of right-wing Nazi song, and YouTube deletes everything which is associated with that. That's not really true, because I will put screenshot here. If you put Erica lead in the YouTube and have it sorted by the views, the most watched video is 4 years old with 97 million views. That's basically a third of the United States of America population. And even in the video, and the 2 mile has the Iron Cross. So if YouTube has any sort of issues with Erica, you could have 100 million views video there, because that doesn't really make sense. But that's where we are. I lost 2 hours of my life trying to get to the support, and basically in vain. I didn't really, didn't discover anything useful, except that if it happened to shouldn't do this automatic appeal, but go and contact the creator support. But again, you need to be in a partner program, which means you need to be monetized. It's not everybody is. It's kind of sucks, and to be honest, I'm sort of confused in my mind what to do next, because if they flag you this, I think, innocent video, they could really go and flag you to, stuff from the museum and stuff like that, because the algo doesn't really, seems to care about some nuances and just flag it for actually no reason. I still didn't really understand. Maybe so it's a little, salty and petty because I'm sort of salty from it. But I don't really understand why it flagged this Erica howitzer video, because if they would flag me again some reenactment videos or museum stuff where it's Balkan crosses on rack menu, sometimes getting some swastika and stuff like that. I would sort of understand why it's flagged by the automated system, but I'm still not sure why it is tiny howitzer. Poor little howitzer. So this is bottom of my salt mine. Thank you all who carried it with me this whole 20 minutes of my crying and ranting. Hopefully it was at least little entertaining or even educational, and I hopefully see you on the next Potent War video, which will be more uplifting. So don't forget to subscribe so you sure you don't miss it. Bye guys.